As soon as the rich man died, his number one interest is, please, Father Abraham, send somebody to go and warn my brothers. That became his number. So why won't you warn the unsaved now that you are alive? That was the most important assignment for the rich man. He said, go and warn my brothers. This is not a fate anybody should see. Go and warn them. I accept that I am damned. I accept that my own fate is sealed. Please warn my brothers who are still alive. The response of Father Abraham is a message I want everybody to read very loud. Please, media, keep our scripture for us. Abraham said unto him, they have Moses and the prophets. Let them hear them. Next verse. And he said, nay, Father Abraham, if one went unto them from the dead, if one person resurrects and go back and talk to them, they will believe the person that came from the realm. And he said unto him, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither would they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead. Next verse. Then said he, no, this is not. Next verse. I wanted to show you something Father Abraham said, that nothing can come from there to here, and nothing can go from here to there. That's what I wanted to show you. He says, and besides all this, between us and you, there is a great what? Gulf. There is a great divide. There is a great space between us in heaven and you in the flames. There is a great gulf between us. He says, so that they which will pass from hence to you cannot. Say from hence. Let me tell you what Abraham was saying. He says, there is a great divide. So that the first thing that divide was going to do is to stop those who wanted to pass from rest, from pleasure, from rest, from paradise into the other side because of the loved ones they will see. If you don't evangelize your loved ones here, you will be in rest. And when you just imagine your mom, imagine your dad, imagine your brother, you'll be looking at them now. You're not telling them about Jesus. They put a divide because there is a tendency that people will want to go from hence to thence. And the movement is not only people trying to traffic from affliction into rest. There are people who saw their loved ones and their hearts began. This is the greatest body of the rich man. He says, send someone to warn my brother. You, now, you are alive. And you are the only one who is saved in your family. You are not bothered. You go out, come back with your Bible, ignore them. They are mocking you, and you are looking at them. You go put your earpiece, be listening to message, ignore them. You would think you will be fulfilled. You will never be fulfilled if you are the only one that made the celestial city. Because there is recognition in eternity. All these people you did not win, all these people you did not preach to, your heart will still have affection for them. Your joy will be shortcut. You will not believe it. You will just find out that there is a burden in your soul about everybody. If you hear the tears, the cry, the moaning, the weeping, the groaning of a loved one, and they know you are seeing them, you are seeing them, they are seeing you. I am inviting everybody this night to become very intentional about the great, it's a great commission. Go ye into all the world. Start from your Jerusalem. Start from your family. Go and talk to them about Jesus. Go and preach to them. Don't give up on them. Some of you, a loved one becomes so stubborn, you talk to them today, you say, okay, don't give up. Stay on them. God forbid that I went to heaven and then my beloved mom. Have you seen your mom crying before? Your whole day will be ruined. You will not have peace until you dry whatever is the cause of that tears. Some of you boys, you'll be pretending like you don't love your brother, because among boys there's this thing you don't want to show emotion. But the day anybody try to touch your brother outside, you will forget you and him have some challenge. You will go and beat the person first, then you come back and continue your grudge with him. It's a sign that I am the only one permitted to be fighting with this person. Don't near him. You genuinely love him. You don't know the things that will become the lot of the average man if you don't reach out and put a message that can save their soul. Talk to them about Jesus. Your neighbors are there. You are not saying anything. You are quiet. One day you wake up as usual. Then you see people crying in one room somewhere. They say, Mama, this person is dead. It does not occur to you yet. You will go and meet that person later. And you will be amazed. They will recognize you. Then they will remember. So you know all these things. And you never for once shared with me. What would you say? I was ashamed? What would you say? I didn't want to disturb you? And you were there as an ambassador of the kingdom. You are the only Christian they gave them the opportunity to meet. And the Christian never spoke to them about Jesus. The Lord told me to call one brother. Call him. I was procrastinating. And I knew him last in primary school. Procrastinating. Call him. I will call him. The next news somebody gave me was that the brother was in St. Gerard for 1 week. For 1 week he was ill, then he died. That 1 week was the period of the burden. From the day that they knew that this one will soon leave time, they began to put it in my heart. Call him. He was ready to give his life to Jesus at that moment. They just needed a messenger, somebody who can bear the message, someone who can come and say, I present to you life and death. Choose life. He slipped into questionable eternity. There are people who are genuinely tired of their way of life. They are no longer finding pleasure in that way of iniquity anymore. They are just waiting for somebody who can come and show them the way out. A sister met me one day, the way she was dressed, you know, the kind of exposing dressing, the kind of adornment, everything was pointing red flag. But I was amazed by what came out of her mouth. She said, sir, I am genuinely tired of my life. That is a sinner who is at the end of their self. They are ready to receive the message. From January to June, have you won one soul? Is there one? Just one? I wish I can give you the statistics of people who die per second, per minute, per hour, per day. If I show you, you will be alarmed. And so broad is the way that leads to damnation, because many are the ones who walk there. Narrow is the path that leads to life. Only few